Welcome in. We are back. Episode 2 of Unrivaled Anime Podcast. I'm AmbitiousPrime of the Trash Crew, along with my brother KJ Kinkilua, also of the Trash Crew. And we're here to react to the newest My Hero Academia episode, Season 6, Deku versus Class A. Again, if you have not seen that episode, take a quick pause, watch an amazing 21 minutes, come back and see us. We'll be right here. So to start things off, let's get a first reaction. KJ, how'd you feel about the episode?
Man, I don't know if I'm getting emotional in my old age or having a kid, but I caught myself definitely almost dropping a tear. It was a great episode, and I really feel like they're peaking as a season, as entirety of the show. But yeah, I was just like, I, I can't cry. I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like it was bad. I'm holding him in my lap, I'm feeding them. Episode going, they all talking to each other. I mean, y'all know how the last episode ends. All the students show up and all that, but um, yeah, they gonna get me one time. One day I'm gonna just ugly cry. I can see it coming. Um, hopefully my son's not looking at me when I do it. But great episode.
You took the word out of my mouth, man. Emotional was my word. That was my reaction. I felt it. I'm gonna tell you when they said go, when they were trying to catch him, and they say EK, which means go. And then the whole group did it. And I don't know if you thought of this, but it reminded me of Dragon Ball Super, the second to last episode when they fight
Uh,
Jiren. They all said
yeah.
it then. It was just so emotional. And I felt it welling up. I'm like, I don't know if because I'm sick or what. I was trying to think of excuses in my head, but I felt the same thing. Like it was really cool. And it's cool how they went back to so many references with each and every student. Every student has a different experience and emotional like event that they went through with Deco. And the fact that they have just that many shared experiences, I think was special, and it's cool how they highlighted it. So definitely enjoyed the episode. Wish it lasted another 21 minutes. I'm excited for the next one for sure.
Everything you said is like it leaves you wanting more, even though they're giving you more than
Great
enough.
deal. 100%.
Typically you feel shorted, like, oh, I'm not getting enough out of the episode, but I
Mhm.
don't feel that way. It's just like I don't want it to end, and I'm like,
Right.
damn, like, and
Mhm.
obviously we don't read the manga, so it's just like I don't know how much is left. I
Yeah.
pray that we got a lot left, but it feels like that fight is gonna come at some point, and you would imagine that's when the show ends, but no idea.
Yeah.
But until then, I'm gonna ride this wave out as far as it'll go. But yeah, like you said, when they told him to go, it was the speeches, man. Honestly, an episode. I think that's what got me.
Mhm.
When Bakugo was talking to him, and I'm just like, this motherfucker showing emotion. Like he don't ever show emotion.
Never.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm choked up. He choked up. I was like, Deku crying. He always crying. But yeah, no, it was dope. Just when he was like the one who's built for speed, and he threw Lita forward, and he was just like, there's so much. He was like, I want to say. He was like, no, I need to say, but I'll wait. And then he comes in at the end, to close it off and really try to talk Deku out of it because brother was not hearing it. He didn't want
Yeah.
no part of it.
He wasn't stubborn. There was a lot of self-reflection in this one. And the fact that Bakugo could finally, he literally said, I'm sorry. When does he do that? You know?
To anybody.
To anybody. When does he do that? And then the fact that he let Lita be the one to grab him. Usually it's all about him. He has to be the one to do it. And he's realizing these things. Like it's a lot of growth for him. Destruction, death god, whatever his name is, like so
Explode,
much
murder, death god explodes. I can't remember, but
iconic name.
yeah, yeah,
Iconic name. I
it's
got
wild.
him right
Yeah,
here on my shirt. Got my new Bakugo Deku shirt. But yeah, the growth is amazing.
it just goes to show. Like, I mean, I know we talked in the last episode about character growth in Attack on Titan, and it's like my heroes, like the character development is great. Like, I mean, a lot of them stay the same, but it's just like the big people who like they really speak to. I mean, think about it. You got Todoroki, who's totally different than when the show started. You know what I mean? Like he rejected half of who he was. Bakugo is admitting he was wrong. Can't believe he said he was sorry. And I was just like, there's no way they're gonna let him cry because I was like, they'll just take it too far. I was like, they'll never let him hear the end of it. Um, but yeah, and it's just crazy because they're that strong, and he was just
Still.
getting out of like left and right. Like they really couldn't stop him.
Right. And
He
they
was
had a
just
plan.
tired.
They
He
had a
wore
whole
out.
plan. Yeah. Yeah. They had a whole plan organized to do one task, and they still really couldn't accomplish it.
because it was messed up that they was not messed. It was kind of messed up. He was like, y'all can't keep up, and I was just like, damn, like
That's
technically y'all can't. Like it's not even a lie. Like
mhm.
he can't even keep up right now, and it's like for him to apologize about it, and Michael was like, I know you didn't mean it, but no, they really can't keep up. I texted you
Yeah.
on the side. I was like, I don't think half of them need to be out in the street because
Right. Right.
they're not ready to be out there with what's going on. But
That's been his
yeah,
whole mindset. And even like after last week's episode, we talked on the side, and I said like they're gonna have to show and prove that they are strong enough to handle this dude. That's the only way he gonna feel comfortable coming back. And I don't even know if they really did it. I mean, they did well. They had a good plan, and they're kind of convincing him. I think more with their words than anything that like we want to do this and we are heroes. And I think that really needs to be said. I think he has to be confident that they're not going to be a liability. If a Nomo show up, like, can Minata really handle it? You know, now if they all together and they got strategy and teamwork and they showing they working in the gym, maybe he'll feel more comfortable. But I understand where he's coming from.
and like you said, like they're not ready. To me, they're not ready because the top heroes weren't ready. I mean,
Mhm.
Endeavor got work, the
Right,
Hawks got work, everybody
right,
got work, and they're
yeah,
not on that level. I mean,
right.
like we talked about, we was just like, Bakugo can hold his own. Like he could be out. Todoroki
Hmm.
can be out.
Hmm.
You got Tokiyama can be out with the Dark Shadow because he's kind of strong too. Really, the ones who had the intern with the big three, like
Right,
they could do it.
right,
But outside of them, I mean, Momo maybe because she's smart and she can think of a plan.
right.
Lita
It's
don't want that work. Like I mean,
yeah,
respectfully, I
right.
just don't
And
think she's ready for it.
he's probably one of the ones higher up than most. And I agree, like he probably not there. No, and everybody under him, like it's tough. Like they got to be in a group effort. And it's one thing if they're protecting the classroom UA, and then they have plans and they have their aligned setups and everything. But going out and like being in the streets, I don't think they got any shot with that.
I gotta put some respect on my man Kirishima name because he like that too. I mean,
Kirishima's tough,
he got it. He could be out there, but yeah,
bro. When him and Lita or Deku and Lita fell, and he caught them, and his
yeah.
back was all. I'm like, dog, my back would have just broken into
Oh snap!
particles.
It would have been a half. It's crazy because how Endeavor was just like make sure nobody interferes with them. Like let them do their thing. Like they
That was
gotta figure
special.
this out.
That was
And it was
special.
just good that like adults are stubborn. I mean, obviously
Yep.
we're adults now too, but adults are very stubborn, set in their
Hmm.
ways. But for them to
Especially
understand,
Endeavor.
yeah, you know what I mean. And like for him to understand, like we made a mistake. Like the way we went about it was not the way we can do this. We got to make a different plan and letting them see it out. But it was
Yep.
cool. They only let Class 1A go. Like
Yep. I thought that
1B
was.
got some people too, but
I thought
nobody else was out.
that was good growth from Endeavor too to recognize it. Like they had this backup plan, but he could see it. He could see it from the students in front of him. Like, nah, this is for them. This is gonna be the best way to convince him to come back. Is the people he's been with since day one. I thought that was smart.
Man, they've been through it. How they did like the flashbacks and stuff, and just like, but then it was like I didn't even think your powers are cool. It was like
Right.
it's just the way you handled it, when we were
Yeah.
down and out, and
Yeah.
everybody's just saying like what it was. It shows how it was a little bit different for each of them, what made them believe in him,
Yeah.
and it's cool to see like everybody's not affected by the same thing.
The
Like it's
same
not the sheer
thing.
power of him, like it's
Right.
just his personality and how he affects people.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, like it was dope. His effect on people is crazy, which honestly is probably his biggest
It
trait out of
is.
anything.
Mhm. It is like such a calming, loving. He just cared about everything. The school projects, all of it. Like we went from this young happy dude right here to just dark Deku. Like it's crazy. Like so it's cool that they kind of bringing him back. I thought another thing was when he said his danger sense was not
Mhm.
going off at all. I was like, dang, these people love him. They
Pure
got
heart,
no malice in their heart, bro. No malice.
pure. The show is just getting so damn good. Like it's been good. Like we knew last season was a building season, but
Hmm.
this episode has been phenomenal. Honestly, like
Yeah, yeah.
there hasn't been an episode that we watched that I'm like, man, I could have just
Nah,
waited till next week. It's like, nah, I
nah.
like excited to watch it when it comes out.
Season
But
6, I think it's one of the best seasons of anything of all time.
any show, yeah, like
Yeah,
it
it's
came
been
correct.
awesome. It's been awesome. And so we talked about Deku believing in the group, right? And if they were strong enough. And then remember they flash back to when he said, this group right here, we can take on All Might. And it's like that's what he felt then, but he don't feel that no more. So I
I
thought that was cool.
I thought it was cool. Well, for the fact that he was on dude back like a backpack, when he said that. Like, even though he couldn't walk, and he
Right.
was like, "We could take on all my." It's like your sense of like belief was high,
Mm-hmm.
but bro, it shows how much was shattered when they went up against Shigaraki. Like it just,
Shigaraki and
yeah, like
Numu. Yeah.
it shattered him. Like when he realized,
Right.
like, dog, like everybody got, and they showed the flashbacks of him seeing, Eraserhead losing his leg,
Mm-hmm.
Baku getting stabbed,
Yep.
Gran Torino got messed up. Like
Yep.
he's so afraid. And then it showed the clip of when All for One was like, "You're next," and he's just like, he sees what follows it. Like there's nothing but
Mm-hmm.
destruction, and he
Death,
just
death,
doesn't want
death,
them to be a
death.
part of it. Literally,
Right.
like everybody just getting murked, and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
I see why he don't want them to be around, but it's like he really was running himself into the ground. Like they
Yeah.
gotta. If he just looked in the mirror, he'd be like, "Damn, like I probably should go." Like dude said, "Let's just go take a bath." Like he literally said, "Let's just go take a bath and relax." Like, right, you
Right.
need to calm down.
Right. He needs so many kisses from the doctor. That's what they should be
But
doing. They should be doing the most intense, almost to death training, like Vegeta, Goku type stuff, and just having her on the ready, kissing everybody, go back, fight again. It's the only way you can prove yourself to Deku.
recovery girl, they gotta, they need something
She
because
needs some underlings, bro. Nobody else got this power.
I, I guess it's not a common quirk, honestly.
No, probably not. It's a pretty unique quirk.
I wouldn't want to have to be kissing on nobody like that all the time. They be all dirty and beat up. She just
No,
gotta kiss
no,
them.
no
Like, nah, I'm
lips.
good. Um, yeah, nah, episode's great, man. I'm
Yeah.
excited for next week, the week after, and everything. But yeah, they're making use of every second of the show. Like everything is playing a part, and it feels like it's just building and building and building. And it's just like they finally got him out the street. They got him back to the school. The system's up. But then, man, when I seen all them people booing and saying like, "Nah,
Oh,
he can't come here," like
like,
I was like, "Brother, like y'all really gonna do him like this?"
oh,
But I get it. Well, would you? I mean, how you gonna feel? They seen the destruction that follows, so it's
right.
just like, why you
And
gonna bring a time bomb
the
here?
fact that it got out that it's him, like that sucks. Like the fact that they all know he like a big part of it. Like I'm sad that that got out because otherwise they wouldn't have known no difference, and they'd have been like, okay, another hero here to protect us.
But I wonder, like, how are they gonna quell them? Like, I don't think that they can. Like, I wouldn't be calm, like knowing he was there,
Right.
but
Yeah.
he also is probably the most strongest person to
That's
protect them.
I'd be like, we got the strongest dude here. Like, y'all should be
Like,
thankful. It could happen either way. Like they could easily go to UA and try to mess with Deku mind when he's not there and capture somebody or kill somebody. Like it's a toss up, but
I feel bad. It's just like, but that man, he can't be out there. It's just interesting to see. It's just like we know One for All is big on planning and manipulating everybody. Is this part of his plan to have him out there by himself, beat up, knowing that he's trying to escape? And it's just like, or is this part of his plan? And no, he had to go back. So I
yeah,
don't know. I feel like we caught up in his
yeah,
mind games, and I don't know what he
right,
really wants.
right. Yeah, he's smarter than I realized, man. Like he's a top tier villain.
He's been planning so long and so much, like just everything he's done, but then the takeover of the body, and it's just like there's no wonder he was always smiling. Like
I was
he
about to
had
say
a
the
plan,
same
bro.
thing, dog. He was always smiling locked up. Yeah,
Like it was
just
cool. Like
always chilling,
never was
chilling.
upset. Like, and it's just like, bro, he had it all planned out. He
Yeah.
knew, like, I don't know. He can see the future on his quirks because he been chilling. Like, it's got to
That's
be.
wild. That's wild. Dang. Only last thing I had was I just like the move, the Ragnarok womb. That was just a dope name. Like
Until
Dark
that shit didn't
Shadow.
work.
It didn't work. Nothing worked, bro.
He just
Nothing
popped out
worked.
that thing like it was nothing.
Nothing
And it was
worked.
in a dark space. Like, you know how
Right.
strong Deku got to be?
Right. He's like, you're in my element. You're in the darkness. There's no way you're getting out.
If
Out.
anything, it made it worse to me. Like, it made it to where he knows that they really can't compete when he's that beat up and tired. And he wasn't even fighting. Like, he was just running. And they still couldn't stop him. It's like, what they really gonna do if he was
Right.
serious?
Right.
Um,
That move he has when he does the 45% like elastico, I can't remember what he's called, when he was running away. Like
uh,
if he wants to get away from somebody, nobody's catching him. It's a pretty strong move he has there in his pocket.
so it was 45%, and the other one was it 55?
Don't
I
quote me
think
on
he
that.
I think he did like 45 and 50 because he says fought like the
Your fault.
FUX, like
Yeah, I
fought
think that was
like,
100.
but
The
he said,
fault.
which means like fake. Like it's a fake hunter. Like it's not really a hunter, but it's like he's manipulating to where it's like it's a hunter. I don't know. Like, is that what he's doing? Because it seems like
I don't know. It's like a mix of 2 or 3 quirks, but whatever he's
yes.
doing, it thing fast.
So it's like it's a fake a hunter, but it's like it maximizing his skill. So it's like it's kind of cool. If that is what he's doing, it felt that way.
Right. Yeah, that was good stuff, man. Oh, so look, I'm gonna tell you, because I was talking to our buddy Bree last week. I want to say we have 2, max 3 more episodes for this season, and that's it. And then, to my knowledge, I could be wrong. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. I think we got 1 season left, and that's gonna be next year. I think it was rumored to be like April 24th. So it sounds like 2 or 3 more this season, and then season 7 is going to be the final, to my understanding. But we can look this up later. If somebody in the comments have better knowledge of it, let us know. So enjoy what we have right now.
So we just having a good episode, and you just gonna lay that on me, like, all right, you know what? I don't even feel like talking no more.
Gotta end it dark, like the whole show.
Damn. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like it has to come to an end, and I hope I hope it stays at this pace. If it stays at this pace, it's going to cement itself as a really, really good show.
Yeah.
Damn.
100%. I just dropped that on you. Sorry, on live.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I didn't care. I didn't care. It's fine. You know. But all in all, I mean, episodes up there were one of the best ones. Especially for non-fighting, even though they weren't fighting
too much.
It was just like it wasn't a fighting episode, but it was still that good because they got some great fighting episodes, which rank at the top for me. But as far as just like show, like it was a really, really good episode.
Just encapsulating a lot of things in one episode.
Oh, for sure. They brought it together, and it's about to go down. That's for sure.
Yeah.